This particular objection, I think you have to know really, really well. And that's, I don't want to list my home for that long. And typically, there's a variety of different ways to do that. You can use the boilerplate language in one of our agreements that says either 6 or 12 months. You can just make it a non-issue by not bringing it up at all and just having them sign the agreement. The other possibility is to say we have 2 listing periods, 9 months or 12 months or 6 months or 12 months. Which do you prefer? And get a response that way. If they're still pushing back, you can say, you know, a fair percentage of the houses that we sell sometimes take a little bit longer. We have a pretty aggressive price on your home. And my suggestion is that sometimes it just takes a little bit longer to find that buyer who's willing to pay you top dollar for your home. All I'm looking for is a better than even chance to sell your home. Better than even chance to sell your home. Another possibility is to say, again, there's obviously a reason you feel that way. May I ask what it is? And sometimes they're like, well, we don't know if we're going to be happy with you or whatever, which is really the objection. They want some control over your behavior. And Amy and I, for decades, had what we called an easy exit marketing agreement. You can explain to them that, look, if you're unhappy with me in 2 minutes or 2 weeks or 2 months, you can fire me and get to work with somebody else. If we've reached an impasse and you're unhappy with what you're doing, I probably would want to sit down and talk with you, see if we can get on the same page. But if at the end of the day we cannot get there, or you're looking for things that I'm not willing to provide, we're going to separate our business interests, and I'm going to do it respectfully, and I'm going to have you working with someone else, a qualified professional, the next day. So we do have an easy exit. If you're unhappy for whatever reason, you can get out. The other thing, if it's applicable and you want to talk about it briefly, is talk about the average time on the market and how long it's right now it's taking to sell a home. It's very, very low. It's one of the lowest points in history, but it's not always going to be that way. The market shifts back and forth from being a seller's market to a buyer's market. So you need to have these resources and these responses in your head, top of the mind, to a point where you can get what you need. Because listing a home for 2 weeks or 30 days or whatever, especially at an aggressive price, is an invitation to have someone down the road other than you selling that house. So just to review briefly, use the boilerplate language, tell them we have 2 listing periods, A and B, which do you prefer? Talk about asking for a better than even chance of selling their home. Explain to them in detail what an easy exit marketing agreement actually is and means, and also have at your disposal the average time on the market. Just take your time with them. This sometimes is an indication that they're still a little shaky as to whether or not you're the best person for the job. And it may be just an expression that they want some means of controlling your behavior, and the easy exit marketing agreement is the way to go. Tell them, I'd rather have you as a friend. If you're unhappy with what I'm doing, you can get out anytime.